showed you a couple cards, and tonight I'm going to show you another one. So, hope you're doing well here in central Indiana. It's snowy, but it's warming up and the snow is melting. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you down because we're going to hop right into it. I'm checking my iPad if you're wondering, what the heck is she looking down at? So I'm going to turn you down. As you come on, let me know you're joining me by leaving a comment. That way I'll know for sure that somebody's here. Somebody's ready to craft with me. So, okay, it looks like there we go. You're seeing a little bit of everything, which is fine. So, okay, I see I need to scoot things just a little bit. I have got them all around. I was teasing you with this card, and over the weekend, I pulled out these wiggle eyes. I call them googly eyes. You know, they're the type that they shake. And so, you see how they shake? It makes this ladybug look just a little bit crazy, doesn't it? But fun times. So, but I wanted to show you this because ladybug, as I've said before, it does not have to be black and red. This ladybug has really pretty wings. And actually, this paper, the black, the multicolor stripe, and the pretty flower, that is all from the, what's it called? Pattern Play, DSP. So, yeah. So I thought that gave us a little bit different look. And you see these little, these little faux sea glass shapes. It probably didn't need to be there, but you know, sometimes when you're a little bit too busy with your ink and your stamp, and maybe you make a little halo, well, you know, embellishments will take care of it for you. And so that's what I really like, these faux sea glass shapes. So there we go. Well, cool, Marie. I see you're joining us. Excellent, folks. As you come on, let me know you're joining. We are going to work on this card right here. This is the, let me see. I want to show you last week. What did we do? I'll just show you really quick. Last week, what we did, this here to show how you can stamp with just stamps, paper, and ink. And then here was another example of stamps, paper, and ink. And then I bumped it up, and this is actually, this one is using the punch. And this card, and let me get these over here. These two cards are this month's thank you for ordering. If you use this host code, pardon me, and order at least $35 before shipping and tax, I'm going to send you the goodies on how to do these. And this is what it looks like. You'll get packs like this. I've already punched things out. I've already went through the embossing folder. You've got an envelope. So, so this is going to be this month's thank you if at purchasing $35 or more using that host code. So, so let's get started. Let's get going on this guy right here. Let me pull things, get it out of the way. And here at the end, I've got a couple more to show you. Like I said before, as you come on, let me know you're joining. You know you're live if up in this corner over here, you see the red box that says live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, which is lovely. I'm glad you're joining. So, and I also save this over on YouTube. So, okay, let's go ahead and get going here. So we'll get this out of the way here and put this off to the side. Okay, these are some of the goodies we're going to need. See, I've already done some work here. Here is our white card base we're going to use. I've already scored it and folded it. And this is a piece of garden green. And this here is the, what is that? That is the Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper. All kinds of goodies. They're 12 by 12, but I'm going to send you this sheet right here. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and put the outside on. Let's go ahead and start putting some on. So here we got a little bit of glue, the multi-purpose. You know, I like using that. And that's just going to be centered here on our garden green. Now, you know, if you're frugal use of paper, before you put this designer series paper down, you have all of this in here that you could have used. You can punch, you can do some die cutting, because as you can see, the only part that's going to be seen is this out here. So, but for tonight, I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to be frugal. I'm just going to use the whole thing and make sure the card opens the right way, because I have put them on upside down. Okay, so there we go. Now, let's go ahead and get our punch. Now, I like Stampin' Up! Because they close like this, which makes it really nice. And just to open it, you pop it open. And then it comes in on this side, and we were wanting the body. So I'm just going to put a piece of paper black, some of the black in here, and punch it out. Okay, and this pretty, pretty shimmer paper. I love this. It's actually vellum. You see how you can see through? But if you can see, it's real shiny and glimmery. So we're going to make, this ladybug is going to have fresh freesia, is what you call this particular color. So, okay. Okay, so now, we'll do the ladybug here in a minute, but let's put our pieces and parts right up here so I don't lose those. Let's go ahead and stamp on. I call this the art panel. And what am I going to need? I am going to need, let me see. I think I will start with garden green. Okay, and I'm just going to put a scratch piece of paper. Okay, and I've already got the stamp mounted. And let's see what it looks like. There we go. Okay, and I think I want this one. Now, if you want a really solid, really solid, let's go about right here. Really dark green solid image, you can use your Stamparatus to get that. But I sort of like the variety there, so that doesn't bother me. Can you see this? Let me get this up here a little bit closer. See, I like how it's got a little bit of variation in the green, because in nature, lots of times it does. So, okay. So we are ready for some fresh freesia. And this is one of the newer in colors. And I'm going to use the trio of flowers here. And there we go. I want it to one like that. And I'm going to go, as you can see, that second generation, because I stamped off once. Because you can actually make it look like you have some different colors. And I'm turning this just a little bit. I want second generation again. I think I want like that. And this time, it's going to be third generation. So 1, 2, and I want the little guy here. There we go. So you see how light that is? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm going to, also in this stamp set comes hello. Now I have noticed lately, I am not going straight down, and because of that, I'm not always getting the best image. So there we go. Good, it worked. Okay, now we're going to use our black ink, and we're going to use my friend. So let's see what that looks like. My friend. There we go. Oh, I can see. Oh man, look at this. Everything's county whoppered. I didn't glue it down. I didn't tape anything down, did I? Oh well, it is what it is. So cool. So let's go ink this up. Get my hands on here good. And we're going to go, my friend, off to the side, straight down, and back up. Excellent. Good. Okay. So we have our ink done. So we'll get that out of the way. So let's go ahead and put our ladybug together. And we are going to need, well, hey, Kimberly and Vicky and Marie. Hot diggity dog. Glad you guys are joining me. I'm just now looking at the comments. Well, hey, I'm going to use, like I showed, this vellum is see-through. And so if I use the adhesives will also show. But what I've found is if I put a little bit of the multi-purpose glue, this is my silicone sheet, and I make sure what I'm doing, I'm just making sure I have a thin film all the way around so it's consistent. And that way, because it's consistent, you don't see it. Right now, you see a little bit of it because it's not dry. But when it's dry, you won't see that glue underneath there. Now, if I would pop that up with a dimensional or a foam dot, it's going to show. And so that's why I like using the liquid glue on this. Okay, so let's get this off to the side right now. Okay. Oh, our ladybug needs some eyes. I'm going to go with the 2123 in color jewels. Now, before I've used rhinestones, I've used the matte dots to do different ladybugs. But this time, I'm going to go in here. As you can see, I have been using these quite a bit. I do like these. So, let's get... I'm going to put 2 of them fairly close together. I think that's just giving our ladybug some more bling. We're dressing her up a little bit. She's going to a party. So, okay. Now we are ready to put it on here. Now, I want it to go probably about right. I can go there. Oh, I like it that way. But I think I want it to bump up. So I'm going to use some dimensionals. I've got a little sheet of it that I've been working on lately. So it's not the full sheet, just got a few on here because I've used the rest of them up. Okay. And let's see, I think I want her, I can go here. Oh, that looks pretty good. Eeny, meeny, miny, money, mo. I think I'm going to go like that. Okay. So now let's bring our card where we have already, I'm going to move this over just a little bit because I see it's really crooked. Sorry for that. Okay, so I am actually going to bump this up too. So I'm going to get some more dimensionals and put one on each corner, I think. The back's coming off real fast, which is fine. Okay, so we're going to lay that down. Now, we're going to use some ribbon. And I'm going to use this, what is this? Frayed ribbon. It's the new ribbon. I want it to go, about in there. There we go. I think someplace in there. Now, I'm going to fray it. It's called frayed, and I'm going to fray it some more. I'm just using my scissors and taking some of those ends off. Okay, I don't need... There we go. Now that is a little stringy, so I'll just chop it off over here in the waste can. Okay, and I want the other end frayed also. So I'm just using my snips to do that. I'm just grabbing a piece and unraveling. Okay. And there we go. Now see, if I'm patient, it comes out, but I wasn't patient on the other end. So we'll do one more. I'm just going to snip that to get it about the same. Okay. I just like how that looks. I think it gives us a little different look. Now there's different ways to adhere it. You can use your multi-purpose glue, or you can use this tear-in tape adhesive. And I'm actually, the glue, it takes just a smidgen of time to dry, whereas this tear-in tape, it's immediate. So I'm just going to put a little strip down, and you can see I literally tore it off, which is really nice about that. And I'm going to get the pokey end of my take your pick tool, and just get under here and get the release off. And there we go. We are ready. And so I want you right there. Voila. Okay. Now I want to do a bow with this. This is the Open Weave. Open Weave, Fresh Freesia. It's a sheer ribbon, but yet it's got these edges that are really nice. So I'm just tying a bow. You know, it's dangerous when you tie a bow on camera because then you go all fumble fingers, but yeah, it is what it is. If I go fumble fingers, I'll untie it and start fresh. So as you can see, I'm going to keep maneuver it to get it what I want. Now I want here like that, and I'm going to snip it just a little bit. Now, different ways of putting it down. Once again, I got a couple different ways. Let's get the backs off from this. This is our art panel. Got one more to go here. Okay. And see, I was thinking I would put that right here and maybe put this bow right here. I'll show you, I'm doing this a little different than I did the one before. I think I'm going to put my bow right here, and I'm going to use a glue dot. Once again, your liquid glue would work, tear and tape would work, but this is just a mini glue dot, and I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to finagle it just a little more. I want you back, twisting it just a little bit. And how we doing on time? Oh, great. We're doing good on time. Oh, the sun's coming out. We've not had the sun out for a little bit today, so sort of nice to have that out. I think I want you right here. Okay, now let me show you how this is different than my original. My original had a strip right along here of that Fresh Freesia, but this time I chose just to do the bow. So this is our card, and like I said, as a thank you this month is going to be a card packet that's got all these goodies. Now, it does not have the bling, so it doesn't have your dimensionals, nor does it have your pretty eyes, because you may have something else that you like to use different. But otherwise, it's got the card base and all the other pieces and parts, and this was the one for last week. So like I said, these two is going to be a thank you with this host code for $35. So what do you think? You like these? You like these? I do. I think it's cute. Initially, it was all going to be red and totally red and black. But so this is what we went with. Now, I wanted to show you just a couple other cards. Once again, like I've said, the Ladybugs do not have to be red and black. In this case, I used the Shimmer Vellum once again, but it's the pink. And I use a mask for the background here. And here I did a Bumble Bee. And this is just plain vellum. And I use an embossing folder on it. So